everyone, Alexandra Bollinger here. I am an osteopath and a classical Pilates teacher. I treat my patients with hands-on treatment, manipulation, all these sorts of different things for various different injuries. And I use the Pilates system to help me to rehab and help my patients. So this is going to be a video about stretching your hips. I searched around YouTube and I couldn't find a video that would cover nice and concise, short and to the point. So one of my lovely patients asked me for a few stretches and I'm going to demonstrate for your tight hips. So the first thing you're going to do, all you need is a mat, or on the floor, a nice comfortable place for you to sit. You don't need a fancy Pilates table machine. So you can sit up nice and tall, make sure you're not sitting on your tailbone. You're sitting on your sitting bone, the ischium, the very large bones that we call sitting bones. So you don't want to sit back, you want to sit up nice and tall, bring one leg over the other. So you're trying to pull that leg in and you want to give a nice snug hug to stretch all the muscles on the outside of your hips. So that's one. Number two, you could kind of twist your body, bring your hand back here, and then help you to sit up taller and pull the hand with the opposite hand in, and then you can breathe. And just a few breaths here to bring nice oxygen to your muscles. So you want to just kind of pull that as much as you can. The next thing you could do is you could bring that leg across and then lean forward. If you can handle, you can bend the other knee and then you will feel significant increase on your stretch all the way. Or you can use your hands to go back. And so that's the second option. One option, hugging. Two, a bit stronger. Three, leaning forward, bending that knee. So that's a bit stronger then. Push your hands or lean forward, try to grab something. So I could use a strap and then try to grab that strap to pull me closer to that hip. Then the second thing you're going to do is try to pop this leg right under the other leg. And then you're going to either sit up tall and to just try to encourage that knee, either with some extra weight, leaning forward. So very quite important, you're not crossing, you're bringing directly on top and you have foot underneath and then knee under foot. And you just see they're sitting up tall on your sitting bones, or you're leaning forward, or you're trying to reach further towards the floor. And it's a lovely stretch. And of course, everything you do with one leg, you want to do the same thing again on the other leg. So you start with the leg, you give a nice hug, you cross, you use your hand to sit up taller, pull the other leg in, you're facing straight again, you bend the other knee, flex that foot, pull this bottom leg in, and lean forward or push yourself forward, or even stronger, pop the other leg under, sit up tall, elbows pushing down, stick your bottom out, so you don't want to round your pelvis. You want to stick your bottom out, lean forward, use your hands, and you can go all the way. And I can feel the stretch. So these are lovely stretches you can do. One more for you. Imagine if I was on the floor, my arms are out, I can cross one leg and bring my legs forward, which is going to stretch the outside gluteus, and also would kind of create some rotation on my thoracic, on my spine. So you can do that, or you can do your typical one that you kind of hug one leg, keeping this hip down, see? So you don't want everything to come up, you want it to keep it down. So these are all various different stretches you can do to make your hip nice and loose. So don't lift the hips. Think of that same analogy of sticking your bottom out and pull, and it's a lot stronger that way. You can swap legs and pull the tape. Stick the bum out and stretch. So this is a lovely one. So have fun. Let me know if you have any questions. This was just for a simple hip stretch. She has some SI joint issues, which is the top of her hip here. They are a bit tight there. And so these are lovely stretches you can do. You can do them throughout the day, a few times a day, morning, afternoon, evening, or you can just do once a day. Listen to your body, see how far you can go. Remember, all the dogs are, every time they take a nap, they stand up and they stretch around before they move. So we should kind of copy and learn from them. And every time you sit for a long time, you just kind of do these stretches. It should be just part of your daily things that you do. Thank you very much. Let me know if you have any questions.